Yeah. How the fuck can listen? Wendy can't tell anyone about.
The definition does not include that. That was the only point I wanted to make. But we argued for about 45 minutes, and because the first thing he said was,
So what you're about to hear, right? I wouldn't have ever jumped on, but personally, it affects me about what Nine Ether, yeah, Lady Divine, and Nixie, as well as EIE, said about mixed race people, right? Now, Nixie, for some reason, is a mixed race individual, and she wants to take, she's taking sides with these clowns. I don't know why. And to be quite honest, after today, I will no longer care. But what I find amazing, absolutely stunning, right, is the fact that when I jumped on to ask one question and then I left, right? No, I jumped on with the intention of asking the question, having it answered, and then leaving. I got no interest in anything else Velle's got to say. He loses his temper, kicks me off. And why? Why do you think that is? Yeah, that's because he cannot address what Nine Ether and Lady Divine and that thing called EIE said the other night. Yeah, he can't address it because I do believe he's got mixed race kids himself. And there he sits with people who hate mixed race people, see them as, I don't know, othering them. I don't understand it. I've got a mixed race nephew who I've spoken about many times, right? He's now 19. Lovely young lad, right? I don't take kindly when someone decides to say that that 19-year-old nephew of mine was probably abused as a child. I don't take that kindly, right? And I'm not going to leave it. So, Velle, if you want to behave like a fucking child, Nine Ether, if you want to behave like a child, and Lady D, if you want to behave like a child, I can do the fucking same. And I can go back years and years and years and find some real creepy crap that you lot have all said, which will make people see you in a different light. You're all racist, I don't care what you say. And you can say, oh, Wendy said this and Wendy said that. I've never, ever wished harm on anyone. I've never said anything like what was said at the weekend. As far as I'm concerned, right, I'm a fucking novice at being nasty when it comes to what was said at the weekend about mixed race people. So hang on a minute, let's have a listen.
Listening to this Asian guy, this cousin fucker, this and that. It's like you can't have a conversation. He knows you can't have a conversation when you do that to people. He doesn't want to have a conversation. He's just a hurt guy who lives a very shit life, and he's blamed other races for the state of his life. And all he
and Wendy or some of them would do now.
Oh yeah, you know for it.
He called you a racist
like,
a minute ago.
wait, hold on, yeah.
Like,
there's never been a time that I would ever have claimed to say that racism is over in the UK. I'm saying that you will make conversations harder.
I'll agree, racism is not over because we've got people like you, Velle, people like Nine Ether, people like Lady Divine, and sadly, people like Nixie.
If you open your conversation with whatever race the person is, with an insult after that, and then try to ask them a question, yeah, I don't see anyone that's logical would have to say, "Oh, that's okay, that's true." At least, okay, that's true. Do you know what I'm saying? That there's no
Lady D. Lady D, sorry, and Nine. Are you seeing what Wendy's writing?
What is she writing? That
She
fucking
said, "Can you
bitch?
clear up
Fuck
this
off."
question, can you clear up the mixed race question? You know what I was saying about being on.
Wendy, come
No,
clear up
fuck
your
what Wendy
fucking
wants to
figures
say,
and your
man.
I know, I'm
PDDs
just
and your
saying.
No, listen, yeah, this is the whole.
I know that.
Hey, listen.
Wendy,
One.
So as Lady Divine got all abusive, right, like she always does, I thought, fuck this. I'm going to jump back on there. I don't care. Yeah, they mean nothing to me. But because of the subject that I wanted to know about, because of my 19-year-old nephew, you know, and I am tempted to get his photograph, right, and his name, because this is wrong in so many ways. What was said about mixed race people is so wrong. I mean, I'm actually losing sleep over it. I am. I'm losing sleep over it because I've got my mixed race nephew. So I just may go and get his photo with my brother and his mum. And then maybe, I don't know, Nines, you would like to speak to them in some way and explain to them that why, you agreed with EIE that they were probably abused at some point. They abused my mixed race nephew at some point. Because have you forgotten, Anita, what you said? Have you forgot, and you, Lady Divine, have you forgot what you said? Yeah, I think you have, Lady Divine. I think you've got, like, selective memory loss. Yeah?
Yeah, you lot give Wendy, Jupiter, and maybe even Babs here too much authority, like their opinion actually matters. They're just a fucking another person on this planet. Who the fuck are they and what can they actually achieve by telling you what you can and can't say? Nothing. They've just like fucking...
Well, I can't tell anybody what to say. I'm nobody. I'm absolutely no one. But I do know this. What I heard coming out of Lady Divine's mouth, Ruth, what I heard coming out of your mouth, and what I heard coming out of Nine Ether's mouth, yeah, and that EIE, I've never heard in my life. I've never heard anything like it on all the years I've been on these panels. I would never hear anyone around me in real life talking like that about mixed race people. What the fuck is wrong with you lot? What drives you to such a point that you'd say those things about mixed race people? I don't understand.
Haley, she's some fucking stupid internet lunatic that's just gonna say wild stuff.
Black guys, grandsons and fucking stepsons and fucking nephews. Wendy, when you're out here calling people...
No, I don't have 6 black stepsons. What I had was some kids down the road who ended up being at my house more than they were at their house, and they just happened to be black. Yeah? They spent a lot of time at my house, even though I'm a racist. And I do have a mixed race nephew. So I still want to know, and I'm not going to give up on why they say what they say about mixed race people.
Fucking kizzies, kunta kente. Move your pussy cut. You can never come question me now. Move and go.
How the fuck can... Listen, Wendy can't tell anyone about racism, man. Someone used to have a 45-minute tape of her saying the N-word repeatedly and all them sort of shits there.
Yeah, that was a loop that I said to Esau, and I didn't say it for 45 minutes. It was made into a loop. You know it, Velle. You're all excitable at the moment, Velle, because you don't want to go against Nine Ether and Lady Divine because you know what they damn well said.
In all these different scenarios. So, behave yourself complaining about racism, man. Behave yourself, man. You can't do that, man. Stop it. This is the whole thing. It's that, bro. If someone... Yo, listen. If someone's serious, with no offences, was coming up and making serious points, then cool. Yeah, you might even have to accept it.
Right. In a minute, any second now, you're going to hear me what I ask. So you can decide if I'm serious, right, and no offence, because I wasn't, like, making a joke. I wasn't offensive. I asked a simple question.
Yeah, but when it's fucking hypocrites, you're a straight hypocrite, like an actual racist yourself, like someone like Bumba Clark 7 trying to come round and say, you're a race baiter, yeah, why he's on the panel calling people niggas. Are you alright?
Yeah.
How the fuck can you even talk about race baiting when you're an actual racist? Are you mad?
When people like that
Doesn't even make fucking sense, man. Don't tell me that, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
Right.
out of here, man.
Listen, yeah, like if you got proof, then you know what I'm saying. That's it. But I was gonna say, Billy, you're a bitch because you didn't let me on.
No,
When
Bumba Clark, racist ass Wendy trying to tell us about racism.
Oh wait, here we go.
Yeah, so can someone explain about the comments that have been made over the weekend about mixed race people? When you explain your fucking
No,
I'm not saying can I explain anything. What I heard over the weekend,
fucking explain nothing
what I heard over
you shut the fuck up.
There you go.
And no one ain't got to explain nothing to you, man. Fuck out of here.
Move your blood clot, your bright.
You think you're little slaves that you come around there and tell us what we have to tell you and what we have to.
Right, there you go. And I haven't clipped anything. I haven't done anything, right? That's exactly what happened. So we can take from that these are black supremacists, yeah? They are racists. They're evil in their thoughts, because what I heard at the weekend was evil. And it's very, very offensive. Very offensive. And I'm going to do anything I can, just like I did with Respect, yeah, to get to the bottom of it. And I think a person knows what I'm saying with that.